Hi, I'm Rogu, and in today's video we're doing the second episode of Tomomi. I don't know if my microphone is working from my phone, but I'm trying. And without any doubt, let's get started. Cheers. It's one of the reasons I choose school over some any other place I would have to pay for my own accommodation. It isn't anything fancy, but hey, it's free. Well, this is it. This is maybe the fourth room that I've had the pleasure of calling mine. This year it's not as many as home, I suppose, but it's definitely more than I would like. I'm still not completely used to it yet, but that'll come as I spend more time in it. Come to think of it, I haven't really spent much time here at all, apart from sleeping, studying, and getting dressed. That's probably why I feel like it's still a stranger's room instead of my own. Throwing his heavy bag that was once slung across my shoulder down on the ground, I walk over to the small desk in the corner and take a seat on the cheap plastic chairs, letting out a set of relief as my fleshy rear makes contact. No matter how foreign this room may be, it's still my home, and it will be for the next 16 months. I don't really know what to do now that I actually have some free time. There is still plenty that I want to do, but I would much rather keep it till tomorrow. I guess I could head into town. I might have enough chance for the train, although the idea of going to the cafe for lunch is real tempting. Lunch at a cafe, train right into town. I'll choose the first one. Honestly, I don't even know what is served at the cafes here, but I would really like to find out. The first thing I saw when I got off the train was some Western style cafe right by the station. How cool is that? Well, maybe it isn't all that cool to most people, but it's certainly very interesting to me. We didn't have anything like that back home. Just the usual fast food chains you get in any other town. Finally, although those same chains restaurants don't seem to be present in this little village, I guess the people here prefer the more family-run business over the large companies. I wonder if it's the cafe is where I'll finally get my Sunday girlfriend. Maybe not. That isn't going to stop me though. I'm starving, and even if the cafe doesn't have anything I particularly like, it won't be a wasted journey, since I get to explore a little more. I inhale a long, deep breath and slowly let it out to clear my head of any and all weird thoughts before sending myself up from the cheap plastic chair. It's nice, but after a while it does get a little uncomfortable. Still, it was free, so I can't really complain too much. I reach downwards and give my pocket a quick pat to make sure I have my wallet before making my way out the door and down the hallway leading out onto the campus. Slowly but surely, I'm starting to feel a little bit more at home. I know my way around fairly well and have only gotten lost like what, 4 times? The route to the cafe is one I remember pretty well, I think. It should be just the next station, so if I get lost, I just can follow the train lines. As I make my way down the windy road leading up to the college, I find myself starting to think absolutely about my future tsundere girlfriend. Cause everybody gets one eventually, right? Eh. It's a silly thought, but it's fun to think about those things, these sort of things. I haven't really interacted with anyone unless out of the necessarily. Maybe I should start to expand my social circle beyond just the teacher and a couple of classmates. I guess that isn't really a bad thing. A lot of those guys have weird vibes, definitely a little strange. My train of thoughts is derailed when the sight of a familiar residential building makes its way into my line of sight. I can pretty much see a big neon sign floating above the building that reads hot food life within. I speed myself up into the light jog as I approach the door, only to be immediately stopped in my tracks by a little bit of card hanging in the window. Close. Damn it. They're really close. And after all the wasted energy jogging, well, I guess I'll just have to find something else to do. I'm already in town after all, so I couldn't hurt. I take a quick look around in the hopes that I'll find something to occupy myself when I suddenly spot a young girl dressed down the street. She appears to be carrying something, well, struggling to carry something. This is my chance. Immediately I rush over to her and offer my assistance. Hey, are you alright? Do you need a hand with that? Nah, I'm fine. Just fine, thank you. She takes my offer, despite looking like she's about to drop the damn things. And considering how the box is marked fragile, I don't think I should let it happen. I take a step out in front of the young girl and reach under to grab the crate from her. Here, come on, let me just... Wow. The box gets sharply pulled out of my reach, almost causing me to toppy onto my front. No, I guess really was a bit too much for the girl to handle. The moment she pulled the crate away from me, it overpowered her and sent her flying backwards to the ground. It's not all bad though. She crawls onto the fall of the crate, so she contents are probably intact. Though she could probably use my help right about now. Are you alright? I lean down and move the box of the girl before offering out my hand to help her. Just judging by the expression on her face, I don't think she's too pleased with me right now, although she accepts my offer and reaches out to take my hand. I pull her up and then take a glance down at the box as the girl dusts herself off. It seems to be intact, so that's good. After a few more seconds of inspecting the box, I turn my attention to the piece of girl standing next to it. You. Sorry about that. I guess it was kind of my fault. Kind of your fault.